The air in the apartment felt wrong, thick with a silence that clung to my skin like damp wool. I stood in the doorway, keys still dangling in my hand, staring at the scarf. Her scarf, crimson and frayed at the edges, draped over a chair that wasn't ours. The chair was new, angular, expensive, and it screamed him. My pulse hammered in my throat, a dull thud that drowned out the hum of the refrigerator. She'd said she was working late. Again. Lila. My voice cracked, betraying the calm I was trying to fake. No answer. The living room was dim, lit only by the flicker of a candle she'd left burning on the coffee table. The scent of jasmine choked me, too sweet, too heavy, like a lie you could smell. I stepped forward, my boots scuffing against the hardwood, and that's when I saw it, a glint of gold on the floor, half hidden under the couch. A cufflink. Not mine. My stomach twisted, a slow, sick churn, like I'd swallowed something alive. I crouched, fingers trembling as I picked it up. The metal was cold, engraved with a looping R. Richard. Her boss. The man she swore was just a mentor. The one who sent her texts at midnight. Who made her laugh in a way I hadn't in months. I wanted to believe it was nothing. I needed to believe it. But the cufflink sat heavy in my palm, a tiny anchor pulling me under. Lila. I called again, louder, my voice sharp enough to cut through the haze. The bedroom door creaked open, and there she was, hair mussed, her blouse untucked, eyes wide with something that wasn't quite guilt but wasn't innocence either. "You're home early," she said, too fast, her smile a brittle thing that cracked at the edges. "Whose is this?" I held up the cufflink, my hand steady despite the earthquake in my chest. Her gaze flicked to it, then back to me, and for a moment, I saw her calculate, saw the gears turning as she weighed her options. Lie or confess? Deflect or double down? "It's nobody's," she stammered, stepping closer, her bare feet silent on the floor. "I found it at the office. Must have fallen out of my bag." Her voice was smooth, practiced, but her eyes darted to the scarf, and I knew. I knew. "Don't," I said, my voice low, a warning. "Don't lie to me." The words felt like spitting out glass, each one cutting deeper. I wanted her to fight, to scream, to tell me I was wrong. But she just stood there, lips parted, her silence louder than any confession. The next hour blurred, shouted questions, half answers, her tears falling like rain I couldn't feel. She swore it was a mistake, a one-time thing, that Richard meant nothing. "I love you," she said, grabbing my arm, her nails digging into my skin. "You're throwing this away over nothing. You'll regret this, Ethan." Her voice broke, but there was venom in it, a warning that felt like a threat. I walked out. The city swallowed me whole. Neon lights bleeding into the night, the air sharp with diesel and regret. My phone buzzed in my pocket, her name flashing like a wound. I ignored it, kept walking, the cufflink still clenched in my fist. I didn't know where I was going, only that I couldn't go back. Days bled into weeks. I crashed on a friend's couch, surrounded by takeout boxes and unanswered texts. Lila's messages shifted from apologies to accusations, then to silence. I tried to rebuild, to forget the way her laugh used to light up a room, but every quiet moment brought her back. Her scent, her touch, the way she'd hum off-key in the shower. I hated her. I missed her. I hated that I missed her. Then came a call. Not from her, but from her sister, Mara, her voice tight with panic. "Ethan, it's Lila. She's in trouble." My heart lurched, but I stayed silent, listening as Mara spilled the truth Lila never would. Richard wasn't just a fling. He was married, manipulative, and when Lila tried to end it, he'd turned cruel, threatening her job, her reputation, her life. She'd been unraveling, Mara said, too proud to ask for help, too scared to run. I found her at a diner, her eyes hollow, the crimson scarf bunched in her hands. She looked small, fragile, like a bird with broken wings. "I didn't mean for it to happen," she whispered, not meeting my gaze. "I thought I could handle him." Her voice trembled, and for the first time, I saw her not as the woman who betrayed me, but as someone caught in a trap she didn't see coming. I wanted to hate her, to walk away again, but the cufflink in my pocket felt heavier than ever. "You don't have to do this alone," I said, my voice rough, unsure if I was offering forgiveness or just a lifeline. She looked up, tears streaking her face, and for a moment I saw the woman I loved. Not the lie, not the betrayal, but the truth beneath it all. That night I made a choice. Not to take her back, not yet, but to help her fight. Richard's smug face flashed in my mind, and I knew what I had to do. I'd make sure he regretted it. Not me, not Lila, but him. The cufflink would be my proof, my weapon, my way to unravel his life like he'd unraveled ours. And as I sat across from her, the diner's fluorescent lights buzzing above us, I realized the real betrayal wasn't just hers. It was his, and I'd make sure he paid.